Hey bass fishing fans, I'm Lake Fork guide Stephen Fatherree, and in this short fishing tips video I want to show you the lure that I used to win second place in the 2015 Sealy Outdoors Big Bass Splash. I was eligible to fish this tournament as I had a hip surgery about a month ago and have not guided since March, so I knew that it would be a great opportunity to take advantage of a tournament that normally I cannot fish, and was fortunate enough to have a big fish bite, and I'm very, very thankful for all the overwhelming support that I've gotten over the past few days. And I want to start out by showing you the spinning rods that I had on the deck of the boat. I had 2 casting rods and I had 2 spinning rods. The first spinning rod was rigged with one of my favorite go-to lures, which is a black with blue flake 5-inch Senko rigged on a 3/0 Trocar HD worm hook. This is just an excellent lure for shallow bass year-round. I mean, anytime that they're feeding on dying or struggling bait fish, anytime that bass are shallow feeding in general, I love to throw this bait, and especially in a black with blue flake color. I'm throwing this on a 6/8 medium power extra fast action Avid Series rod, and as with almost all my spinning rods on Lake Fork, I like to use 20-pound braided line tied to a 10-foot leader of 15 to 17-pound fluorocarbon line using a triple surgeon's knot. It's a very simple knot, easy to tie. Make sure that you cinch it down really tight. If you tied it wrong, it'll generally break in your hand. So if that's a knot that you don't know, or you're looking to learn a new knot to connect braid to fluorocarbon, that's a great one to use. The second spinning rod that I had on the deck of the boat consisted of a drop shot. This is a 7-foot medium Legend Extreme rod from St. Croix, and again I'm using a Trocar hook. This is a 3/0 Trocar finesse worm hook, one of my favorites for a drop shot, and I've got it matched with a 3/16 ounce round sinker about a foot below the drop shot worm. This is a 6 3/4 inch Yamamoto Pro Senko, black with blue flake, and just an excellent choice for a drop shot. You know, the great thing about this 7-foot medium action is that you can not only use it when you're out on deep structure trying to target those schooling fish, but you can also use it in shallow water. You can pitch it to targets such as stumps, boat docks, any other types of hard cover or laydowns that you encounter when you're fishing shallow water. That's a great bait for, not only for unders, but also for big fish as well. Now, I mentioned I had 2 bait casters in the boat, the first of which had a bait that I'm kind of new to and really just now starting to learn how to use, and that is a Flow Glider 140 from 6 Sense Lures. This is just a glide bait that represents those big gizzard shad or those barfish, and it's an excellent lure to get a reaction bite from a big bass. You may not get a ton of bites using this bait, but when you do, they're generally going to be a big fish, the ones that you're looking for. I fished this on a Legend Tournament St. Croix rod. This is a 7-foot 10-inch swimbait rod, and it allowed me to really make long casts with this bait. I like to fish this at a pretty fast rate of speed just to get that reaction strike out of those fish. And now for the winning bait here, the bait that actually caught the big fish during the McDonald's tournament was a live chrome shiner colored 300 DD from 6 Sense Lures. This has been historically for the late fall just one of my favorite baits to throw, a deep diving crankbait. It just seems to get a reaction strike from those bass that are in a little bit deeper water that the Flow Glider can't reach. It's a great bait, especially because it just runs true, and the color of this particular bait mimics those barfish and those big gizzard shads so well. It's just got a brown back, and it's got these nice silver colored sides and a little bit of purple on the tail. I made sure before the tournament that I replaced all my treble hooks with Trocar trebles, number 2 size trebles. That way, you know, if I did get that big bite, which I was fortunate enough to get, that those fish would definitely not come unpinned. So in this video, you learn not only which bait I used to win second place during the 2015 Big Bass Splash, but also some baits that are great during the summer to fall transition when the lake's turning over and the bite gets difficult. For more videos like this, click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and good luck fishing.